In this video, I'm going to get lost in the forest in the middle of a freezing winter here in Norway. I live in the city and everyday life is full of distractions and noise, and I was thinking, how can I remove myself from that kind of noise and how can I get into a place of full peace? And I like going for walks outside, but I thought I'd try something completely new and a bit more extreme. Get lost in the forest. But before that, I would have to prepare. So what is my plan? Well, my plan is to get lost, but not really to get lost forever, right? I want to get myself back where I came from. So the thing is, I'm doing this in winter, and the plan is that I just follow my footsteps back. But for that to work, it can't be snowing that day. So let's have a look at the weather here. When can I go? It has to be on the weekend. Saturday, it snows a bit, could be risky. Sunday, potentially, but Sunday is looking pretty good. So as you can see, -2 degrees Celsius. It's not too bad. Should be able to survive that. So where should I go? Here's the city, and I'll try not to go too far away, see where I can go. I was checking like this big area here, but I know there's a lot of ski tracks there and a lot of people are out there on the weekend, so this might not be the best place to get truly lost. Let's see here, where else? On this side, where can I go? And you can see here, that's a bit more remote, isn't it? There's like a few small tiny roads over there, but like the most of it is just a lot of forest, I think. Let's have a look. Oof, this looks good. Now the thing about Trondheim, where I live, is that Google Maps doesn't work with the buses, so you have to use like the separate apps for the bus, which is completely annoying, but let's do that anyway. And yeah, there's probably going to be a bus stop around here that I can go to, and after that I'll just walk into the forest. I will obviously also have to dress for the occasion. I'll have to put on a lot of clothes, layering wool to just stay healthy and stay safe. So yeah, to sum up, I'm trying to get lost in the forest, stay there for a few hours and just feel the complete sense of adventure and enjoying nature, and then try to find my way back again where I came from. Let's see if I can manage to do that. So let's fast forward to expedition day. Okay, so I got my fully charged phone and I'm walking to the bus now. Let's hope that this tiny bit of rain here goes away and that I don't freeze to death. That bit of rain I mentioned? Yeah, it turned to snow. And as I was sitting there on the bus, I started to become concerned, because it just kept snowing. Okay, so what are my options now? Well, I could cancel the whole thing and just go back, take the bus back. Or I can try my best and just use my sense of direction instead of foot tracks. I don't know how long these guys are going to last when it keeps snowing like this, so I can also just hope that it stops snowing. It should stop snowing, but you know, you never know, and right now I'm not really... well, this isn't ideal. I arrived at the point where I would leave civilization and enter the forest. I think I'll try to get to that forest bit over there, so I'll just walk on that path up here and see where that takes me. I'm feeling a slight reduction in the snow, that's a good thing, well, fingers crossed. And yes, there was a reduction. Just as I started walking, I noticed part of the sky turning blue. Maybe my trip wasn't doomed after all. So I'm approaching this thing. What do I do? Do I just try to go like straight ahead? Ish? I think so. You can see a gate over there, like. Yeah. But that doesn't really resonate with the point of this video, which is getting lost. So I might have to just go straight ahead and bump into the forest here. Let's do this. As you can see, I've started to follow this path here with like a hare that's been here for a while. And what's the reason for that when I want to get lost? Well, up here there's a really steep batch of rocks, and over there there's an almost equally steep one, if you can see it. So I'll try to walk on here for a bit more and then get through. Sorry about that. Get truly lost later on. Tripped. So I just ran into some people walking the dog on the path that I walked on, which I've got no problem with. Of course, they can just walk wherever they want, and that's really nice, and I said hi to them and all that. But if I want to get truly lost, I'll have to do something else and go up places like this instead. So this is clearly not a path at all. Here, I'll get truly lost. So it's clearly harder to get lost than I thought. Back there somewhere, you might be able to hear it, is some kind of tractor getting the snow away from a road, which, well, there's a road here. Not like a proper for cars road, but you know, a tractor can drive on it sort of thing. So yeah, I'll have to go further up the hill and see if there's any potential whatsoever of getting my goal accomplished. So I've set up base here, just a quick break. I managed to get lost, I think. I just kept walking upwards. It's pretty steep. But yeah, I walked, as you can see there, that way after having walked upwards from the road that I was on, and now I'm here. Cool, look at that. Doesn't that really look like some kind of modern art, or like a sculpture? But to be honest, I think it's natural. Look at that. It's just this guy with his elbow out on the left side, and he's pointing down there. Cool. So I've got into an open area now, and it looks like this is where some people go to chop wood, probably, since it's this open. There's a lot of trees around here as well, but yeah, nice. So I'm starting to consider a lunch break somewhere, but should it be here in the open area, or should it be like up there on that hill? Don't know, but it could be exciting to just walk up there and see what happens. It looks like pretty dense forest, because in some areas where I've walked already, it's been pretty dense. And it's not that easy to walk there, so I might not be able to walk up there before I like get really hungry, but let's try walk that direction and see what happens. So I just walked back to where I came from before I went to that open area, and I made myself an arrow, because there are 3 directions there. This one, that one to the open area, and the one that I'm about to walk to right now. So pro tip, if not getting lost, just draw an arrow. Unless, of course, it starts snowing again, and it starts snowing a lot, and it's just all disappearing in the snow, then that's not going to work, obviously, but let's try to avoid that, shall we? Right, so this is a fence with barbed wire on it, and I think the hill is up there. As you can see, it gets steeper, but over here it just stays flat. So if I want to get to the hill, I have to cross over there, but I don't want to ruin my trousers, don't want to ruin anything, so let's try to get over it in a safe way, right? Can I step on that one? Yeah, nope. I'm just going to follow the fence for a bit and see if there's any crossing that looks safer. Look at that. Spinner here, just casually walking beneath it. Unfortunately, I can't really do that. Okay, so this might work. There's some safer wire over here that's not going to ruin my clothes and that. And there's a stick that I tried stepping on, it wasn't completely safe. Yep, but almost. So let's see if I can cross there while it's filming. Is that even safe? Right. Let's go for it. Whew. We did it, we're at it. Right, let's walk. Some sunlight, always nice to see. Right, let's try to get to the bottom of this. That is the top of this. It's quite steep, but let's try it and see where we end up. This is probably it. The top of the hill. It doesn't look like it's going upwards in any direction, so this is it. This looks like a nice place to have a lunch break. So I got this bread, but I've also got a bit of biscuits. Always nice with a bit of, you know, dessert slash extra energy push. Right, I'm not really liking the look of the sky here. It's very grey, and I think I just saw a snowflake falling down, so I might have to, yeah, evacuate. But it's been a really nice break here. I've had a bit of lunch, just sitting around listening to the birds and some airplanes as well, and just, yeah, enjoying this. Look at this, it's so nice. But yeah, it looks like it's starting to snow, definitely, so let's see if I can get back without getting lost again. I'm really glad I have these tracks to follow, because if not, I think I would be in a bit of trouble, at least more trouble than I am now. And but yeah, it's pretty fun just walking here, and then you can see exactly where you were, so you don't have to worry about being lost forever. Okay, this is steeper than I remembered. Are you serious right now? Look at that. I don't know if you can see it well on camera, but it's snowing properly. That was really sudden. Wow, okay. What I am thinking is that these tracks should hold, because they're pretty deep, like the snow's been pretty deep, so they should endure like 15 minutes of snow. But yeah, I might have to just pick up the speed here. See how it goes. Going down here. you can go pretty fast like in the snow, and if you fall it doesn't really hurt, so that's the good thing. But essentially you try to avoid that if you can. Right, let's get moving. There's the fence again. This is where I crossed, and it's a bit harder to do it this way because I don't have that log there to stay on, but I can try to step on. Hold on, that's barbed wire as well. I would prefer not to do that. Okay, but this one isn't safe, right? Might be, and let's go. We did it. 2 for 2. So I think this is where the arrow should be. Let's see if it's still here. Would you look at that? Amazing. I am really enjoying this. Just walking out there in total peace, completely on my own, with all these pine and birch trees around me, the snow falling down, the really deep snow that I can walk in without getting my feet wet, because I've brought proper clothes. But yeah, I mean, this is really fun. I like it. This is weird. I walked down here and I saw these tractor tracks and I was like, okay, this is like the tractor road that I walked on previously, but on that one I didn't go straight across it. I know I didn't. So what is this? Well, it's just a tractor spin here after hours. So yeah, there's one more tractor road to go. That was confusing, but I'm still on the right track. Okay, so this is the right one, but the question is, where the heck did I go down? I knew this would be difficult, but why did I do this? Why did I have to not cross it, but just like walk a bit further up first? I don't know why. Maybe I wanted to challenge myself, but yeah, this must be too far, right? Because it wasn't that far. I might have to turn around and just have a really close look at the left side here and see if we can find any tracks for me. A challenge, but let's go for it. Look at this. Look what I found. That must be me. Right down there. That's not easy to see, but this one was pretty easy to see, so that means it's just down here. And this is steep, so what do? I have to be careful here because there's a lot of, well, it's steep first of all, and it's not that much snow, so if I fall, I can fall pretty far and it can hurt. But yeah, I've been fine so far. Let's keep it going. I kept going, and before I knew it, I was back on the path, then back on the road, and back to civilization. So, let's see when the bus leaves. "15 minutes, alright. It's not that bad. It's 50 minutes of chilling out here and reflect on the trip. I had fun. I want to do something like this again. Maybe not to the exact same place, but somewhere kind of similar. It worked well. I didn't get lost. I got somewhat lost, but I didn't get lost forever, and I found my way back. I think I can call this trip a definite success. So thank you for watching, if I end this video here, and I'll see you in the next video, which will be about South or world exploration. It's been Sigurd, and it's been a pleasure to document this journey with you, so I'll see you in the next one.